Have you ever imagined that a simple app on your phone could uncover hidden crimes and solve decades-old mysteries? Today, I'm going to take you through some of the most shocking true stories you've probably never heard before. Stories of brutal crimes caught on video, people who vanished without a trace, and even notorious criminals who escaped justice for years only to be exposed by technology we all have at our fingertips. It all starts with Google Maps. Yes, the same app you use to find a restaurant or check traffic can do more than you ever imagined. From analyzing landscapes and shadows to tracking down missing persons, Google Maps and Street View have helped investigators see what was hidden from the world and finally bring the truth to light. In this video, you'll see how ordinary tools became extraordinary detectives. You'll witness mysteries that puzzled the authorities for years being solved step by step, and the shocking ways technology caught people who thought they would never be found. So, stay tuned, because what you're about to see is not only real, it's stranger and more terrifying than fiction. Story 1: Tracking the time and place ***. Determining exactly when and where the video was filmed was far from easy. The investigators studied every visible detail: buildings, roads, and even trees in the footage, and compared them to satellite images from Google Earth spanning 2013 to 2018. One building, clearly visible in the video, had been demolished by February 2016. This meant the horrific event had to have taken place before that date. Next, they analyzed shadows and the angle of sunlight, which allowed them to narrow down the filming to late March or early April of 2015. With this information, they had not only pinpointed the location but also the precise time frame. Even without witnesses or reports, the combination of Google Earth and careful observation turned a complete mystery into a solvable case. Story 2: Identifying the soldiers ***. Once the location and approximate date were established, the biggest mystery remained: who were the soldiers in the video? The investigators turned to uniforms, insignias, and badges visible in the footage. Experts noticed subtle details that indicated the soldiers were from Cameroon. But suspicion alone wasn't enough, they needed proof. The BBC team began scouring social media. They examined Facebook accounts, online profiles, and photos of Cameroonian military personnel. It was a painstaking process, going through hundreds of profiles, comparing faces, tattoos, and other identifying marks. Weeks of tireless investigation paid off when they matched several men's faces in the video with real profiles online. Meanwhile, the Cameroonian government, which had initially denied the event, later announced that 7 soldiers were in custody and under investigation. Cross-referencing these names with the footage allowed the journalists to narrow the suspects down even further. Within a short time, they had identified 3 of the main soldiers involved, including one who would later be publicly named Chitashvo. Additional digital evidence on social media, photos of soldiers wearing the same uniforms at other times and locations, confirmed the match. The combination of satellite imagery, street view, and social media tracking proved decisive. After a full investigation, the authorities were finally able to bring justice to the victims, and all 7 soldiers were held accountable. This case demonstrated the power of digital tools in modern investigations. From satellite images to social media, technology made the impossible possible, solving a crime that had baffled the world for years. Story 3: The Mystery of Bolt, the Missing Elderly Woman ***. On November 2, 2020, an 83-year-old woman named Bolt Landriax disappeared from her home in Anden, Belgium. Her husband was outside, hanging laundry, and didn't notice she had wandered off. By the time the family realized she was missing, hours had already passed. This wasn't the first time Bolt had gone missing. Suffering from severe Alzheimer's, she often left the house without knowing where she was going, sometimes knocking on neighbors' doors for no reason. In previous incidents, her husband could usually find her nearby and bring her home safely. But this time was different, she vanished completely. The police launched a massive search operation. 50 officers, police dogs, helicopters with thermal cameras, and drones combed the area. Despite all the resources, there was no trace of Bolt. Weeks went by, and the search was about to be called off. The family feared the worst, thinking she may have fallen into the nearby Neuse River. Then came an incredible twist. One of the investigators decided to check Google Maps, specifically Street View, of the area near Bolt's house. To their shock, they found an image of her walking across the street toward a neighbor's house, taken by a Street View car on the same day she disappeared. This single photo reignited the search. Police returned to the area and carefully examined the neighborhood. Eventually, they discovered Bolt's body hidden in a part of the garden that was rarely visited, away from plain sight. For the first time, the family finally understood what had happened to her. It was a tragic end, but also a powerful reminder: sometimes, technology captures moments that no human search can reach. Google Street View didn't just document streets, it captured Bolt's final journey, providing the answer that every traditional investigation had failed to find. Story 4: The Mafia Chef Exposed by Google Maps ***. One of the most astonishing cases involved a 60-year-old man named Manuel Moramino, a well-known chef in Jalapa, Spain. But Manuel was not who he seemed. Years earlier, his real name was Gioacchino Gamino, the mastermind behind a ruthless mafia gang in Sicily, Italy. His gang was infamous for brutal crimes, and Gioacchino himself had no mercy. He once murdered an innocent man just for being part of a rival group. Gioacchino was arrested in Barcelona in 1998 and extradited to Italy, sentenced to life imprisonment. But he was clever, and in 2002, he managed to escape during a chaotic moment on a prison film shoot. Hidden by the crowd in confusion, he vanished without a trace. For years, Italian police hunted him in vain. He started a new life in Spain as Manuel Moramino, married, ran a grocery store, and became a beloved chef. Everyone around him knew him as Manuel, never suspecting his past. For 2 decades, he lived undisturbed until a surprising discovery changed everything. While photographing the streets for Google Street View in Jalapa, a car captured an image of 2 men standing outside a fruit and vegetable shop. Police suspected one of them might be Gioacchino. They dug deeper and found the restaurant's Facebook page, where